Thank you. Haku. My name is Julie Tumamait-Stenslie. I'm Chumash Elder in the Ojai Valley of Southern California, about 14 miles inland from the ocean of the city of Ventura, a beautiful little community, Ojai, where I do much work in my community, and we're holding a festival fundraiser, Sukinanik'oy, which means to bring back to life the the resurgence of our culture and the reclaiming of some of our tribal lands. And this fundraiser for my tribal group is just to help us maintain and sustain the property in Sukinanik'oy that we have.
Yeah, and it's if people have been down to Chumash territory, it is beautiful. I mean, it's just really amazing down there. All the many different places. I've never been to Ojai though, but I will get there. I know I will. Oh. Are you there?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know if I lost you. So, I know that you're been following your posts, and I know one of the things that all events need is volunteers and help. And I know that was one of the things that you were asking for. And how do people get involved?
Well, they can go on to the Sukinanik'oy Festival site, and there's information there. My phone number's there. They can post their comments, and with their information, if they're Facebook friends, they can friend me. We're going to be and we also need vendors. Anybody who's listening who are in this area who would like to come and put up a space. The fee is very low, and we have a silent auction, so we'll be getting items for a silent auction, and it'll be in a beautiful spot in Ojai at the home of Larry Carnes. He's a master potter, ceramist, and he's graciously last year hosted us, and will host us again this year. So they can do that, or they can get a hold of me at jtumamait at sbcglobal.net. That's my email.
All right, and again, and this is looks like it's the second annual.
Yes, it is the second annual. Yes, and we just appreciate the support we got last year was just phenomenal, and it may become an annual event. It brings our community together. It brings the public. It's not a total native festival, but I have a huge group of supporting people in the valley who are musicians, dancers, poets. We have permaculture people that just come and share their wisdoms and their stories. We have the wonderful Rocky Navajo who's going to come play music for us. And I've got 3 family members, nephews and cousins, who are all in bands, so I'm encouraging them to come play for us and, give us some of their spirit.
Absolutely, and I was just talking with a gentleman named Donald Van, who's a Cherokee artist, and how important it is the resurgence of the culture. And this is a wonderful opportunity for all folks in the area to see that, for me, like our Chumash brothers and sisters are still there, and they're still in your community, their community, and this is this is a proper way of seeing them instead of looking at a book. This is how we're still living, and we're still breathing, and like you said, wonderful to set and sharing the knowledge.
Yes, it is important. We have David Dominguez and his brother Frank and their family coming in from San Ynez to share, their language from that northern territory, and through dance and storytelling and music. So, it's going to be a wonderful day. And Ojai's been really hot lately. Last year we had it in June. So hopefully, now that we're getting into fall, it's just past the fall equinox, and right at around the time of the Hutash Festival, which was something that was historically known. Hutash is our word for Mother Earth. So, there'll be that wisdom teachings of recognizing Mother Earth and caring and showing respect for her.
And I see that you're going to be sharing stories, and there's going to be some flute spirit music by Greg Rosani. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yes, yes.
And some drummers. It looks like a lot of fun. You get some dancing. I don't know how,
we have some wonderful spirit sisters just doing their dancing. And I just met this whole weekend. I was in Malibu at a goddess conference, and there were some amazing women with some beauty in their movement, and so they're down in Topanga, and they're going to come join us.
Aztec dancers. And
my friend Elena Rios, she's local in the Ojai Valley. She has a danzante group, so they will help with the opening and closing ceremonies.
Wow, sounds like a lot of fun.
It's all day from like 10 to 10, so whatever, anybody can come in, step in. It's a $5 entry fee, and there'll be food vendors, a frozen yogurt booth. We have a wonderful woman in Ojai who's created her own lavender lemonade and lemonade ginger, and she's donated. We get a lot of donations for to help serve and support this event.
And it's this is to help the, it says here, the Community Educational and Cultural and Educational Center for the Chumash people, right?
It is still in its infancy stage, and we have a wonderful, well-known architect, Bob Easton. He wrote a book with a gentleman, Peter Novikov, with people may be familiar with him. He's out at UCLA teaching. They wrote a book on Aboriginal architecture, and in that book, it's being used quite in many different places right now. There is a chapter on California architecture and Chumash in particular. So I met Mr. Easton, and he's donated his time to help create a design for our cultural center, and that's all free of charge. With that he's donating his time and his expertise in architecture. That we'll be able to, once we get our website up, it'll be on there so people can kind of get a look at what our dream and what our vision is about the property and what we want to do. We want to have a native garden out there too. So, part of this fundraiser is to, besides getting grants, but just to help us start establishing our native plants on the property.
And is this property in Ojai? Is that where it is?
No, it's not. It's just south of Ojai. Northeast of the city of Ventura. It's just in the city boundaries of Ventura, part of an ancient village, Sukinanik'oy, meaning sheltered from the wind. And it was part of an easement of a big development that, we received the property in 2009.
Wow. And is this going to involve all the family of Chumash family?
Well, my tribal group, we're all extended families here. And whoever wants to, we have been together since 2001. And, some of our families live outside the area. So, hopefully this cultural center will be something that can bring them back home, that could, once, established, may, lend some financial and even job opportunities that may, call some of the families back home. They're down south in the L.A., beyond Orange County, and they're all the way up north into Fresno and Kings County, and, for one reason or another, families had to move out of this area. So, hopefully something like this can call them back and, help support them.
Absolutely, and for me, it touches my heart because I know during the Black years here in the Americas that California was hit. In my mind, it was what they did is they didn't leave them anything. No,
and it was really devastating in those times. Like, for an example, my father's generation, he was born 1919, and in his adulthood had to change his name from Tumamait to a Spanish name because the work was unavailable for Indian people here. And so that was, one of the reasons, and that's, post-mission, not that far from post-mission, but, it was a real time of still a lot of stigma and prejudice attached to being Indian and Native, Chumash, and in this territory. So that's probably most likely contributed to the reason why some of these families had to move. The pricing of housing, the lack of work. So, hopefully, things take a long time to change. But change is in the air, and we have to be present. We have to be present to be here and let people know our needs. And I know that there's support out there.
Yeah, and I just, I have a brother that's Chumash, Ray Ward, and knowing all the things that are happening in the Santa Barbara area with, the circle there, that's right on the beach. It tells the creation story. It's just feels so good to know that to see it coming back, the resurgence.
Yeah, little by little, but it is.
So we gotta share a little bit more. You can go on Facebook, and it's I'm gonna spell it so people can. Okay. It's Sukinanik OY Festival, and it's happening
on September 28th, a Saturday, in Ojai. I believe you're seeing it in front of you, 1803 East Ojai Avenue.
Yeah.
And it is from 10 o'clock in the morning till 10 at night.
All right, and so
if you want, I can give a contact number here.
Absolutely.
Also 805-646-6214.
All right. Well, I appreciate you taking time and sharing with us.
Well, I appreciate you giving me this opportunity, Brian.
Right.
It's really wonderful. I mean, the first time we did this was for Chief Overlooking Horse's Peace to Prayer Day.
Yeah.
And that was a very wonderful event, too. We need that, too. Yeah. We need the spirit of all, the Native Indigenous peoples to, bring their prayers, and vice versa, us go out and, have this community share a prayer for the land and for the people.
Absolutely. Because like you said just moments ago, we have to be here now, and we have to keep doing the work.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So you have a good evening, and hopefully we can do this again and have a little more time.
Okay, well, thank you so much, too. I really appreciate it. Kiwanan. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.